You know the worst thing about this hard garbage? It's often not even hard. You just have to continue to try for a little bit. If you go to the gym and you give 100% effort once a month, you're going to look like shit. If you go to the gym and give 60% effort every day, you're going to look great. It's not even difficult. We talk about hard. Truthfully, it's just consistency. You just have to continue to try every day. Once you get to the upper echelon, once you're amongst the elites and you must optimize, then you need to try 100% every day. But at the beginning, to get ahead of most people, you just have to show up. That's it, because most people can't show up every day. Most people can't show up 30 days in a row. You just have to show up 30 days in a row without excuses, without garbage lies, without cope, without being a homo. Just show up 30 days in a row. If you could do that, you're going to beat 80%. From there, you go outwork the other 20%. But you'll be 80% just showing up. So we talk about hard and how hard it is to get rich and how hard it is to be successful. Am I asking you to build the fucking pyramids? Are you in a ditch in Ukraine getting attacked by UAVs? Are you on the submersible looking at the Titanic? What are you even doing? You have to send emails, type messages, have a coffee, and try. If you can't find the gumption, if you can't muster the energy from the universe to type words to save your bloodline from serfdom, then perhaps you just deserve to be a fucking slave. I'll tell you another thing about difficulty. Imagine a man who has never had any difficulty in his life. Imagine a man whose life just went perfectly. He was born to 2 loving parents in a nice big house, and he got food every day. He went to a nice school. No one picked on him. No one ever mugged him. Never got in a school fight. Nothing. Finished. Got a job. Worked his job. Found a woman. She was by his side. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Is that man a tough man? Or would you consider that man weak? Because problems are relative and stress is relative. And unfortunately, the only way you get good at problems and stress is experience. You have to have been through so much shit that when the new pile of shit lands on your doorstep, it's like, I've seen this before. I've seen worse. You call this a problem? I've seen real problems. This is minor. Has it ever crossed your mind that life is hierarchical? That there are kings and there are peasants? And perhaps some peasants can ascend through the ranks via honorable combat. They can become a knight, then a bishop, then one of the king's men, and then eventually a king themselves. But some peasants deserve to be a peasant because they do the bare fucking minimum and they quit when it's hard. They have no dedication. They can't continue to turn up. They have no consistency. They just quit because it's hard. I often say that the universe is very giving and that you're going to have from life exactly what you deserve. That if you had tried as hard as I have tried, you would have what I have. And the reason you have what you have is because that's all you've ever earned. And if you want more, you're going to have to go and earn it. I believe that in the end, karmic retributions give everybody what they deserve, both the good and the bad. So if you want the world, you have to be prepared to put the work in. Especially considering this version of hard we're discussing isn't really hard. So I don't like people asking me for motivation. It bothers me. Ask yourself a question. Do I deserve to be a peasant? Look yourself up and down. Look at the body that you occupy. Think of the last 48 hours, the things you've done. I can tell you what I've done. I've worked on solving my court case. I've trained. I've worked. I've slept because I had to. I ate food because I had to. And that's about it. That's all I've done. I haven't wasted a fucking second. I think I played a couple games of chess, which is good for my mind. No time wasted. And I'm at the top. You're at the fucking bottom. Think of your last 48 hours. What have you done with them? Look at them and analyze them and ask yourself, does that lifestyle, the lifestyle I've lived for the last 48 hours, does that will that lead to, does that constitute to the life of a multimillionaire? Does that allow me to be in the top 0.1% of Earth? Is that life I'm living so fantastic and so unique and so different and so opposite to all the other people around me that I'm going to end up with an exceptional result? Because if you're doing the same thing as everyone else around you, you're going to end up like everyone else around you. Now, if you surround yourself with people inside the real world, you get further, sure. But if you're surrounding yourself with jackasses out there in the street, wagies and brokies, you're going to stay exactly like them. This is why women love scars. Women love scars on men because it shows that something tried to kill you and it couldn't. As a man, your value is derived from your experience. And unless you've experienced difficult things, you're not experiencing anything at all. How do you improve as a man by going to parties? You don't. How do you improve as a man by having a great time? You don't. How do you improve as a man by having an easy life? You don't. The best men are brutally competent because their entire life has been full of suffering and difficult, hard tasks. That's it. Every day's been hard. Every day's been stressful. Every day's given them anxiety. Every day's been pressure. Every day's been, it's all on the line. It can all go wrong. And they've always found a way. Those are the best men. Those are the men that God loves, the universe loves, women love, their family loves, everybody loves them. Because when you're good at doing hard things, you end up being the guy that everybody calls. When anything bad happens, they just think of your name because they know you're good at hard things. Even if you have no experience in said domain, even if it's a difficult task that you're not versed with, they'll say, but he's good at hard stuff. I just know how he handles pressure. He's that guy. So I'll just call him. And that's your duty as a man. Because if you love anybody, if you care about anybody, then you want to be useful to those people. So when you're shying away from hard, not only are you selling yourself short, not only are you stumping your chances of success, you're showing all the people around you that you don't love them as much as you should. Because you should be prepared to go through anything it takes to take care of everybody you love, no matter what it is. And the only way you can do that is via experience with difficult tasks. What's the point in a man saying to a woman you love her if you can't fix her issues? What's the point in saying to a woman, I love you, but I can't protect you, I can't fix your problems, I can't educate you, I can't improve your life, I can't give you what you need for your future, but I love you? Then the love isn't worth anything. Then it's garbage. And if you're living a life which prevents you from being competent enough to give her those things, then you have to ask yourself, do you really love her at all? Because your love for her should inspire you to be a better person for her. You should be out here making money knowing that the people who rely on you will always have what they need. They may not always have what they want. You may not always have what you want. But they will always have what they need because that is your job. You must do it because you love them. Your love means nothing if you're not prepared to do hard things. So why do you need me to motivate you to do hard things? I have enough respect for the people I love to know that I need to be good at things. When my children or when my women or my family or my people who rely on me, my brothers, anybody comes to me expecting me to do something for them, I need to have enough respect for them to know that I'm good at what they ask me to do. And if I don't know what they want me to do or I'm not particularly good at it, I'm at least good at learning. You can become good at learning so that you learn things faster. Good at concentrating. Good at taking a scenario seriously. These are all basic life skills that go along with bravery.